It can be very disheartening. In the end stages of my pregnancies, I am now at 217 pounds. Gained like 43 pounds so far this pregnancy, and I was on track with the pregnancy weight gain for a long time in this pregnancy, and then my weight just went crazy. So here is the baby bump. I had a baby on Tuesday. Hello. I want to talk about my postpartum weight, which I think I was around like 220-ish when I went in to give birth to Levi, and now I am 212, which means I didn't lose very much weight at all. Right now I am exactly the same weight I was 9 months pregnant, 6 months postpartum. I have not lost any weight since giving birth. I'm still at the same weight I was 9 months pregnant. I still have not lost even a pound since giving birth. I'm actually heavier than I was giving birth. As I have mentioned, I have struggled to lose weight. That has mentally been very difficult for me. I did call my doctor because I thought that it should be easier to lose weight. So I wanted him to check like my thyroid or something, or what's going on that I can't lose weight. So he checked some stuff and nothing was wrong. So then I just kind of left it and went about my normal life. In August, I had basically lost my mind because I was getting so frustrated with it. So I went to the doctor again to see if he could figure anything out, and he did some blood work again, and there was nothing wrong with it. But he said he would give me a drug that's for diabetes that would basically take away my appetite and make me nauseous. And then it would help me lose weight. And I decided I didn't want to do that because that didn't sound like the most healthy way to go about the problem. And I don't think it was really addressing anything. Like what is the root cause of this weight issue? Was not being found with that solution. So anyways, I decided not to do that, and I went to a naturopath in the end of August. She decided I had insulin resistance, so I got blood work done from that, and she was right. I have terrible insulin resistance. She put me on a diet, which is called the Bright Line Eating Diet. September 1st, I started that plan. Now it's October 7th, and I have lost about 10 pounds in that time. My weight has kind of stabilized down though, so I'm not losing very much weight anymore. She gave me a diet, which I did really good for 2 weeks and kind of good for a third week. And I lost like 9 pounds, and then I stopped doing it because it was very drastic. It was no sugar, no flour, only eat 3 meals a day, weigh your food. It's very hard to completely like overhaul your diet like that. And we have a very limited budget, and it's hard to be able to afford no carb, only protein and veggies diet. The encouraging news is that I did maintain that 9 pounds that I lost. That's encouraging because I know like I don't maybe have to do that diet like all the time, but I could do that incrementally throughout my life as I try to focus on eating less carbs. I failed, big time failed my 1 month sugar challenge. I did 9 days. My daughter got appendicitis, so I had to be in the hospital for 3 days, and it just threw me right off the track. And I went way over to the other side of like eating too much sugar, eating more sugar than I normally eat, like basically binging. And yeah, so that's that. So life kind of threw me for a loop and my diet failed. I've been talking about health, weight loss, and all of that, and all the struggles I have had, and I'm just kind of tired of thinking about it right now. So I'm gonna give myself a break for the summer because in Saskatchewan we have such a short summer, and I just want to enjoy the sunshine, the good weather, and relax and go outside and walk around and enjoy my kids while they're off school. They are going to be done at the end of the month. Then we got 2 months off. I'm trying not to stress about weight during the summer and enjoy the summer, but it doesn't stop me from having some breakdowns, mental breakdowns, and like whatever. But weight and body image and all that. I will call my doctor and talk to him about doing the Saxenda drug that he keeps talking about, which influences hormones, so you have no appetite basically. But I came to the conclusion that maybe that's not the worst thing for me. Maybe I'm wrong about that, and I don't, like, I just want to lose some weight. For my health, for my mental health, for my overall well-being. If it takes a drug to get me down to a decent, to a decent level where I feel comfortable in my own body, then like that's not something to be ashamed of. And maybe it's better for my health that I'm not carrying tons of weight around my core, my organs, because yeah, with my insulin resistance and all that, my insulin levels are high, which may cause diabetes. So like if I can get my insulin levels down through that drug by losing some weight, then maybe it's overall better for me anyways. The reason why I'm having a hard time being able to stay consistent is because I don't believe in my own head that it's going to be worth it and nothing's going to happen, because I just feel like it's impossible for me to lose weight, because I've been trying off and on for so long and it's just like not coming off ever. Nothing ever seems to help, because I'm just really tired of just being like super heavier than I am used to myself being, If it takes a drug to help me get over my sugar problem too, that's the other thing. It's like I have a hard time saying no to sugar. And maybe it does take a drug to get me to break that habit. And maybe that helps me. The other thing I do want to say is like I don't think it's going to be a long-term solution. I do think it could maybe help me short-term lose some weight initially to get some motivation, and then also break the sugar cycle. I gave myself the summer because I just wanted to take a break from the struggle, but I'm starting up again because I can't be happy and content ignoring the problem. The problem being I'm obese and my insulin levels are high and it's basically pre-diabetes, and I need to fix my diet, and I gotta figure it out somehow. I need to figure this problem out. I cannot go on and be happy and fat, because it just gives me more anxiety trying to ignore it and just enjoy my life and eat crap. I recently went to talk to my doctor again about it, and I am going to go on his plan. He had this plan for me like a year ago, and I didn't want to do it because it involves drugs. And I tried to do the naturopathic way. I never succeeded in anything. I did get my insulin tested at the naturopath, which my doctor doesn't see the point in doing, my actual medical doctor. So I'm thankful for that I know my insulin is really high, and I know I have severe insulin resistance, and I know that is my problem. But now I'm here. I obviously was not successful at that because I'm still, I'm heavier than I have ever been. I need to do something I feel like more realistic, because if I can't stick to it, what's the point, right? So now I'm on this plan, which involves me taking a injection drug, which is called Saxenda. My hope is not high because of so much failure at this. I have very little faith in that anything will work, but I do have a little bit of hope that maybe, sometime my efforts will pay off.